So I mentioned it before that I can use the extra parts that goes on the shoulder, which will allow me to enhance, put like extra guns to hold up, to support guns from this line right here, where I can equip the Zaku machine gun rack. You have that, or the Sturm Faust rack, and I have it right here on this kit. As you can see, this is great for if you have a Zaku too, but it was never meant for the Geara Zulu because the Geara Zulu's L shield is a bit thicker. And there is a poly cap here, I believe, which I was going to take this off, which I'm going to do right now. I have to glue that in though, sand it down. The hole, there's no poly cap there. I would have to take this off and maybe find a poly cap to put it in, because the hole for this won't fit. Shame. It would have been great to use this on this, or use the the rack right here and then hook up the Sturm Faust. But I'm now thinking, I wonder if I can actually modify this, take this apart, extend it out. But hold on, I'm thinking out loud here. Let me get the gun first. Here it is. Take this off. Here we go. This is supposed to go, let me take this off for a second. So this one goes here. Look at the edge. Just again. So according to that, it goes there. And then this goes, let's see, can I put that here? That kind of works, because you have the clip there, you have the peg that holds up the gun. So I would have to take this, maybe cut it, put some styrene sheets on it, extend it out, and then connect to it there. It'll be great for this gun. Low flying plane. I don't have any, and maybe the clips, but that's the problem though. These clips has this open hole there, which of course doesn't matter, because it will then, if this is going to have this, the clips that goes on the waist is required. Let me figure that out before I try that. But for now, let me just continue taking this apart, and we'll go from there, okay? So right now, I am cleaning up some of the parts, removing whatever nub marks I could see, anything that will screw up the kit, and putting them in clips so that way I can get around for priming and painting. This is the box which has all the parts mixing up with the Jegan. I already have the box to the side for the Geara Zulu. That's done. This part, so as I'm reviewing each part, I was trying to see, okay, easy to take it apart, put them together, keep them together if I want to paint them all in one shot. But the one thing that I knew was going to come into a problem was the shoulder part for the Jegan ECOS. There's a seam line that goes right through here, which, quite frankly, it's going to annoy me. I've already glued it on. And now I'm going to begin sanding it down using 400 grit sanding stick. This is the big one. very careful not to mess it up a bit. Let's see if okay. So that's sanded down. So that was the. That was that. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a. I thought I had it in. I should have bought 800 or 600 sanding sticks. I do have this very, very old 800 sanding grit stick right here, which has already been worn out so long, but it still has a feel to it, so I'm going to use that to smooth it out a bit. Sorry, thought I had it in the right angle. Don't try to go all the way like that, because then as you're curving it, you may bend the sides a bit. Just enough where you can grab it there in the middle. And I have a 1200 sanding stick. You may want to try to wet sand it a bit. So yeah, that actually came out good. Very good. I just now have to be very patient. I'm going to get the 400 sanding stick, the new sticks that I purchased, so I can do the edges there. That's going to be tough to do, all that around. But I got to at least try to get that taken care of, so that way it doesn't show. Obviously, the cheating way would be to put claw plate over it or give it a detail, but the challenge is try to get rid of that seam line and not show up during priming and painting. Alright, so I decided to take that part that was supposed to be the attachments for the guns. If you had two Zaku 2 machine guns, I extended it and turned it into this. Don't know if this will fit. Let's see. Where's that machine gun? So I don't feel like putting this machine gun to the side and not be part of it. The only difference is, though, is the peg. Also, the gun needs to be glued. You know what? Let me glue this on before I forget. Because I don't see myself removing it and putting it on the other hand. It is supposed to be meant to be a grenade launcher type weapon. So if I do that and hold it in like that, it would look like this. It is not perfect unless I really, really, really want to remove the peg. But, well, I think this is fine. As you can see, it's a little loose. I try to get the exact measurements there, but the original part that went onto this was more of a clip-on, like this one here. You just clip it on. Hold on, let me see if I can do it like that, and there, it's stuck like that. So this was the same thing, but because it's all solid, and I sanded down the inside of this, I removed that ability. Hopefully, once I finish painting it and it's caked on with a lot of layers of paint on both parts, the minute I put these on, it's going to be stuck there for like this forever, so it's not going to be sliding down all the time. I think I have in storage a Zaku 2 submachine gun which I could use. So it will be not only this weapon, but that weapon as well. Or maybe, let me see here. Where's the backpack? Oh, there you are. Like this, I could probably take off. Because I'm thinking of omitting this part. Maybe I could put it here. No, because there's no option there. It's meant for like the handle of a gun. So this will go there, which I will probably never use, the Heat Hawk weaponry. And the other grenade is there, which I might as well I'm going to probably take this apart, and then that way it's painted properly. But I think this is a good idea. What do you guys think? Neato? Well, here are all the Jegan parts. Here are all the Geara Zulu parts. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to clean the table up. I'm going to clean up my spray booth, and we'll begin priming. Alright, so I'm kind of doing a little preparing here for painting, and I did a little priming here, but I had to test out some of the airbrushes. This is actually one of my good airbrushes, which is working fine. And this one, I replaced the nozzle that was damaged with a good one, and it is working fine. As a matter of fact, I use it right now to prime a few of these parts here, just a few for now, just to make sure that the flow is fine. I haven't put no water in my spray booth. I'm letting it, the air, the air picking it up, the particles, because I'm just doing a very little light passing here until I get to something a little more heavier. But I do have to replace clean up the glass and put more water on it. But the cool thing is that not only I was able to fix these two guys, these are the two Neo Iwata CN models. This is my Revolution CR, which I had a hard time cleaning up. And what happened was here, the actual connection where you push down and push up. Well, you push down, obviously the air comes out. When you let go, it snaps back. Well, it was in a stuck position going down, so air was constantly coming out. Right now, if I push it down, it still goes down, comes down. But I have to pull the rocker back just so I can, use it. I think it still needs to be a little cleaning, because right now it's still coming out. If I push it up, pull it up, fine. But I do definitely need I'm going to have to invest in a sonic cleaner. Looks like I'm going to have to do that. What I'll probably do is take the whole thing apart, put in a thinner in there, let the thinner stick in there and clean up, and hopefully it will flow much better. Because this is actually a really good airbrush. I should use this one, the airbrush cleaner, which, quite frankly, I don't know what the big deal is with this. I mean, all I have to do is spray it there to clean up a bit. It's very, I don't know what's the deal with this. I don't know why I feel like it's weird. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong, but it definitely does lubricate the airbrushes. This was a gift that was given to me by Alicia, also known as Dokudu on Twitch. She gave it to me the year before, and I rarely use it. But when you do this, it does this little bubble thing. It's like, okay, is this right? Is this wrong? But I'll just collect it and clean it up a bit, and I am out of air. No more air. Actually, let me just give it about a few minutes of this. And there we go. There we go. Just want to get rid of all that and then clean it up a bit. There we go. I haven't tried painting on this yet, but I think what I'll probably end up doing is maybe using this for water-based paint and not lacquer. Because I do want to distinguish one, use the Neos as for lacquer and use this one for water. Then I always keep forgetting to switch from one to another. See, it's still on, and I gotta clean this up. I think what I'm gonna do is, once it's done, I'm gonna spray that inside and let it sit there, and then clean it up, and then hopefully, yep, hopefully that will correct the situation I have with this guy. All right, oops. Let me continue cleaning it up and begin priming, and then we'll talk about painting.